Loud with Dorothy Guerra. We're here at the Mindshare Workspace in Erin Mills with the fabulous Robert Martellacci. I get this right?
Well done.
I absolutely love this space. Now, for those of you in the Mississauga community, I'm sure you've already heard the vibe out there about this space existing. To hear about it is one thing, but you've got to come in and check it out, especially if you are an entrepreneur that sits at home in your pajamas all day with no people around you, trying to motivate yourself to do the same thing every single day. Get on out, get out of the coffee shop, come in here, and you've got to see what it's like to come into a working environment when there's people around you and motivating you to go, go, go in your business. So,
Thank you so much for joining us today here at the Mindshare Workspace. Dorothy, this is Canada's first mall-located co-working space, located in the center of the universe, as former Mayor Hazel McCallion would say,
here we go.
in Mississauga and in Streetsville area too. So conveniently located. And I'm so pleased to have you here. And why don't we do a tour of our crib?
Yeah, let's check it out. Come on in and see this.
All right, so this is our drop-in area here that we have available to anyone, the general public, if they want to spend a day, the week, or the month. And we have Igor in the corner, just is a new member to us. And we wanted to provide an environment that really gives you an opportunity to optionally, as a home office user, to come here either once or twice a week like Igor does. And like you said, you got to get out of your pajamas and then connect with people. And that's what we really thrive on. Our three pillars are innovate, connect, and grow. And that's what we want to do. We're redefining the future of work and learning here.
Right, and what I love about this space is the brightness. You know, as soon as you walk in, your energy sort of lifts right away. I love the colors, the open concept. And the big thing about this, which I'm sure Robert's going to talk to you a little bit about the cost, but if I go to a coffee shop, and I won't name the big, most popular, expensive coffee shop that we've got in every single community around the world, you're spending more than $10 to have 2 lattes. Here, you can spend $10 and they've got an awesome coffee machine at the back. And not only that, you're in an environment where you actually can work, and it's made for that. So for the same price of a coffee, you have a workspace.
Absolutely. So we wanted to make it cost effective for people, and we wanted to be where the people are. This is the first of its kind in Mississauga. And when you think about it, Mississauga is bigger than the city of Boston proper. We're almost 800,000 people. So we want to put Mississauga on the innovation map, and I'll show you an inspiring photo that captures that essence. And to your point about brightness, we wanted to create a welcoming environment with cool colors, and everything's reconfigurable. We can even host your yoga classes here. How's that?
You guys did. I know
We did.
you guys had a yoga thing here. So it's not just like a working space to come in with your laptop. You know, there's a lot of innovative things that you can do here too, like taping a show. I know you've got a space for podcasting, a space to, you know, the microphones and all that stuff.
Absolutely. We host a disability show. One of our colleagues is an former Olympic basketball player who had a brain injury, and she has a disability show. So I wanted to make it convenient for her that rather than have to venture downtown, it's very difficult, we now host it here for her convenience as well.
And that's the way a lot of these shows are going. Mine, for example, is people are bringing in their cameras and they're just putting up their shows. So now, rather than stressing about that space in your home and where to do it and cleaning your house, this is a perfect space to carve out a little set for yourself.
Well, you've kind of inspired me now to perhaps host your show here in the future on a regular basis.
There you go.
We would love to have you.
The home of Get Loud at Mindshare Workspace.
There you go. How's that sound? Well, so we're going to venture down to our boardroom. And the boardroom, we have a bit of a maker space in the corner with 3D printing and green screen, and that's super convenient. Kevin O'Leary is one of my former bosses, so he inspired me to start Mindshare Learning Technology. So we have a business within a business ourselves. I will shut that off. So sorry about that.
Oh, please, take the phone.
No.
It might be somebody renting space.
That's right. This may have inspired it, just the live stream.
But off the hook.
So this is the Erin Mills Inspiration Boardroom. So coming back to Kevin, when I worked for him with a learning company that was sold to Mattel for $3.6 billion, I'm not in his book, but I was part of the deal, and he inspired me to start Mindshare Learning Technology. This is a spin-off from that. I've been operating that the last 15 years, And now I came up with this concept. I saw a need for co-working shared office in Mississauga because that market was being underserved. There's all kinds downtown Toronto. So now we're bringing it to our community because I'm tired of being the second cousin to Toronto, you know, and really we're nurturing a smart community.
And you know, this is an important comment because Mississauga is, we have a definition of being this downtown city, and yet I feel like there's a lot of things that Mississauga can do that would make us more downtown, bridging that gap. And especially for business professionals, we have this stigma that we need to go downtown to make ourselves credible, to make our, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Whereas here, you know, Robert gives you that space where you can and bring your clients in, use the boardroom, and not have to do all that traffic and all that craziness. And we've got great restaurants. We're centrally located. You really do have a downtown feel here.
And we wanted to create that industrial feel. We worked with what we had. This was a previous retail store. And case in point, we had a gentleman walk by about a month ago who stopped in his tracks and said, "What is this? Is this a co-working space?" And he said, "We need one of these." And it turns out he's a PhD from Oxford who had a startup in J Labs at Mars downtown, sold it to Merck, and super successful, lives in Streetsville. I met with him for coffee. We're going to be joint venturing here and starting an incubator as a result of that connection.
Awesome.
So being where the people are is really important. This is the first co-working space that's conveniently located where the people are. There are a couple of others that are kind of tucked away, but really at the end of the day, you have to, that convenience factor is really important.
Right.
So you can, as you alluded to, there's great conveniences, amenities with the food services, with the shopping, if you like to shop. And I'll just show you the boardroom here.
And you know, not even to isolate this to a niche of entrepreneurs, but if you hold networking events, if you hold workshops, if you hold events, bring people
robotics classes.
It's a great space to bring people to just for an event.
Well, we're actually hosting an MBOT event here. We're honored to be hosting Honorable Minister Hunter. She's coming here on the 12th of April. So we're holding an event, and then a next gen event is in May. We're hosting as well. So another MBOT event, and we really want to appeal to that crowd and the startup crowd. And as I alluded to, we want to put Mississauga on the innovation map.
Yeah. Take a look at that photo. Actually,
Yeah.
Take great pride in that photo.
That photo is one of a kind that was taken by Sarah, who came in one day and was inspired to want to feature her shot, which I already had a shot from the Mississauga Economic Development Office. However, I said, if you improve on that shot, we'll put your name on it, and that's what she did. So we want to inspire people, and we want to localize it to the community. So in our future locations, we will personalize it. And this is about putting Mississauga on the innovation map and really nurturing a smart city, reducing the carbon footprint. You shouldn't feel compelled to drive downtown to a co-working space. You got one in your own backyard.
Awesome. Well, let's keep going.
Yes. So this is the cafe lounge area, and we have people hanging out here. Hey, Tanya and Nellie. You going to save me some of the snack there? So we have a lot of uses for the cafe lounge area. Tomorrow we're having our Friday feast one day earlier. If you want to join us, everyone brings in an entree. Given that it's Good Friday on Friday, we're moving it up one day. So we like to collaborate and communicate and connect with our membership. And that's the beauty of co-working, is that people are doing business together, people hang out together, and you're not isolated at home in the basement in your pajamas.
Right, or you're at a coffee shop where the music's really loud and the traffic's going back and forth, and you can't really turn to the person and get support or brainstorm because everybody's doing a different thing there, right?
Exactly.
What's awesome about this space is that if you look at the partitions, and there's businesses here that actually can feed off each other, which is, you've got a printing company.
That's right.
Right? So
Sherwood Digital and Print, they're awesome. Right? They do all our printing needs. We've got MQT over there working hard. As always, they are a digital media company that we collaborate, and then we have a graphic design company in Dazzle that's new to the team, and that's Raheel. And then we also offer local services like financial services from Colin Berry at CanFin Financial Group. So we have mixed office space and collaboration spaces, and we also have a little kitchenette. This was a retail clothing store that we worked to transform and really being mindful of the environment too. So we retained the floor, the cash register space. We put a lovely quartz counter, and the mall was great. The Air Mills Town Center folks were wonderful in the renovation to work with us, and we did that in 6 weeks.
Right. Now, what is your plan for the future? Where are you? You're an innovator. You're a leader in Mindspace Workshare. What is your plan?
Well, ultimately, I want to make this a success in the coming year and continue to grow it. And it doesn't happen overnight, but working with our membership and hosting great events and showcasing the facility to the rest of Mississauga and beyond. And we also serve Oakville. We have people that come in from Oakville and then Milton as well. So we want to really build on that. And then we've had interest. We were featured in Retail Insider magazine. So we've had interest from Barrie, the Molson Canada Lands, the outdoor mall there, as well as New York City, the Gramasian Brothers mall, multi-billion-dollar project, and also in Saudi Arabia. So there are options, but
now you're looking to franchise this, right? Is that your big plan?
It is a very replicable model. So we definitely, that would be in the plans.
Well, you never know, right? And
we should talk. I could see one in Streetsville for you. No, it's a little too close.
A little too close. Now, what is awesome about this is, going towards the future for entrepreneurs, renting space, building a business. Like, one of the hardest things about getting your new business going is the startup capital to rent space. You're paying for rent, you're paying for employees, and yet you're struggling to bring those clients in.
Right.
So if you're an entrepreneur that's looking to expand or thinking about growing space, this is a perfect place to come and just sort of kickstart that.
Right.
Get a feel, bring your clients here, build your business, and then when you feel comfortable with that startup capital to rent your own space,
Absolutely.
you've got that sort of hub where you're not using that major overhead that could sink your business.
Right. So we lower the barrier to entry, and we absorb some of those costs that would otherwise prevent you from looking like a bigger player.
That's right.
Right. So that's if this existed 5 years ago, I would have joined membership.
Yeah,
so I had to do it myself.
I just come hang out here for free.
She can do her show here anytime. Hi, how are you? So let's make our way over. Yeah, so this is the dedicated desk area that Raheel is in. We have dedicated offices available. So we want to cater to the various needs of the market. We actually have a artist gallery, and the print you see, we're hosting an event here the last weekend in April. We're hosting a gallery showing of Jimmy Engineer, a world-famous artist, a Pakistani artist, who's related to our members at Sherwood Print and Digital. So we're really excited about that. And we had former Mayor McCallion in recently, who surprised us, and she actually toured around like this, and her comment was, "This place is excellent. I love it." So we grabbed that quote for our website.
This place is excellent.
Yeah, so she's got a lifetime membership.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that culminates our tour. So what did you think?
Oh, well, I love it, right? I think I'm a big fan of this space for sure, especially in our community of Mississauga. Definitely something that we need. I think you do have a great concept of targeting that whole downtown feel in our city.
Yeah.
You're definitely, an innovator is what I could say. And
Well,
talk a
thank
little
you.
bit about your podcast, because that's
absolutely.
something
So as we redefine the future of work and learning on a weekly basis, on Tuesdays we do a top 10 news, EdTech news of the week in education for K-12 and post-secondary. So we live stream it on Periscope and on VoiceEd Radio. So we're very passionate about the future of work and learning and nurturing young people, as well as people in transition and older people that, baby boomers like us that, still have lots of life left in us.
Awesome.
We're not ready to retire yet.
Well, this sums it up. And if you're interested in learning more about the space or coming in for a tour, Robert's always available. He's also got a great staff here that can help you out. You can hit him up on Facebook, and I think it's Mindshare Workspace.
That's correct.
Also, where else?
We're on Twitter and at Mindshare Workspace, as well as Instagram.
And you got a website?
And we have a website, www.mindshareworkspace.com.
If all else fails, walk into Aaron Mills, come and check it out. Very friendly environment. Get out of your PJs. Stop spending money in the coffee shops. Build your business right here.
Bye for now. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. Did we post?